Laurie.
Krista,
How you
I
doing?
I am so excited to hang out with you tomorrow for this master class for
Mm.
so many reasons.
Yeah.
One,
Oh my
Krista,
God.
Krista is just a rock star, and she's just amazing. All the things that she has done, all the things that she knows, and our friend Laura Chattington. But what I'm really excited about, Krista, is we uh, we know that we can do a lot of little things in business and make a lot of little money. But what you are going to present to us is a way to have a high ticket offer
Yeah.
that will help our clients to reach their fullest
Yeah.
by doing our best. And I
Yeah.
love that philosophy. And so I wonder if you could just talk about that because it's,
Yeah. Well, is it okay if I go in a little bit of my backstory, if you don't
oh,
know it?
yeah.
Like, I wanted to be in the online realm, faced adversity, was stuck at home and started buying courses. And because of COVID, we could go online and that was fabulous. And we learned a lot because we all found out that we could create these incredible, be, their coaches for, because as Eileen Wilder says, somebody out there needs what you alone have to offer. And I thought, yeah, well, from my experience, I've done so much. It'd be great, people could learn from what I have to offer. But would someone buy my offer? So I would buy course after course after course, and trying to teach me how to put things together, and it just became really, really overwhelming. And the overwhelm came from some courses had like 1,000 PDF files, a million videos, and you get the first week and you're really excited. The second week you're still excited, but you're starting to get a little bit overwhelmed. By the third week, you're like, what the hell have I just bought again? And I would be on my computer late at night just to show to my family that, yeah, I was doing the work and, yeah, I was really focused, but really I wasn't, because there was no real system. And then my partner, Laura, came along, gave me a system, and within 3 months, I made a lot of money, because she showed me how to get to A to B in a systemized way. I'm very, very coachable. And we thought, wow, there's a real opening in the market here, because a lot of people are offering, okay, you can do this, you can create a high ticket offer, but you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know what it is you're selling. What is it that your client is really wanting, the end product? And we found that there was a real system that needed to be put in place. And after putting that system in place, just changed my whole life. And that's what we offer. That's what we do.
Well, and that's so true. I mean, how many people have bought a course, bought a book, and never read it?
Yeah.
And something that you mentioned that really resonated with me is many of the courses that I took or I signed up for were created by men, and
Mm.
men sell different than women. And I remember feeling like, you know, how you say you'd be working like on the computer so people thought you were
Yeah.
working. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't have anyone looking over my shoulder, but it was really easy to get caught up in all the little admin things and not do the work because
Yeah.
I felt, let's say for lack of better, I felt sleazy. Like I didn't want to feel like that creepy salesperson. And
Yeah.
what we recognize and what we've learned is that we're looking at, we sell by having an invitation, by saying, hey, this may not be for you, but if it is,
Yeah.
you know, and I love that philosophy.
Yes, and that's right. And we do it in a way where you get to discover how to create elegant, high ticket offers, and they captivate and convert premium clients. The people that you want to be into, like, because this isn't for everybody, And in this masterclass, we discover the tools that create high ticket offers, for clients that speak to an elevated version of your ideal client, and why high ticket offers aren't just about money. How they stop you wasting your client's time, because that's really, really important. We're not here to waste people's time. We're here to create incredible offers that are suitable for a particular person. And so,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, and we're often told to over deliver. And
Mm, mm.
I'm one who I want to give great service, but also I don't want to give people a bunch of stuff that's
Yeah.
not going to help them or support them just because it looks like more. And
Yeah.
I think that's the illusion too. It's like, let's be
Yeah.
simple, let's have a system. And
Yeah.
anytime, like I work in radio, we have a
Yeah.
system. We have a method. We have things we follow. A system is what makes us successful. And you have created this system that
Yeah.
will take us. And something about the high ticket, I know sometimes when I'm talking like with friends or colleagues, they're like, oh, they poo-poo the high ticket. But the truth is, there are people there that just want to get it done. And
Yeah.
I know if I want something, I find a way to get it.
Yeah, that's so true, Laurie. What we found is that if, say you're in a lot of people will pay, you have a marriage and it's fallen and it's broken down. People will pay a lot of money to know how to keep that marriage together, how to work it out. They fall in love again, rather than go through divorce and lose half your fortune, if not most of your fortune. It would be better to pay someone $25,000 and say, can you keep my marriage together? Tell me, what can I do? And this goes, say, the same in the health space. If someone's going to teach me how to do my breathing properly, within a week or overnight, I'll pay a lot of money instead of sitting in a program that's going to take 6 months or a year. We don't want that. Time is so valuable, and it's really, really valuable. And people are willing to pay a lot of money to have a result come to them very, very quickly. And that's been the key here. So yeah, there's no shortage of people paying money for having a service, getting a result really quickly. There is no shortage.
Right. And what we found is when we help those high ticket people and we get our value and our worth, we can end up helping more people. And that's
Exactly.
mostly, especially as women entrepreneurs, is what we want to do. We want to help people. And this is the way we can do it. And we can help more people by doing it this way.
Yeah, absolutely. And find that, something that holds people back. People have these incredible offers and they're just too scared to actually get out, or they don't know the necessary steps, because the online realm changes very, very quickly all the time. And one thing that holds them back is we always say there is the fear, their fear, of getting out there, fear of failing. One thing that I've found, having worked with so many people, is there's also the fear of success. Some people get to that point and they just want to stop because they're not used to it, and it's like, why me? And then all these this other dialogue start, that enemy in your mind starts coming into your head, telling you, you can't do this. Why you? Or why me? I shouldn't be in this realm. Then you have a family or extended family and friends saying, who do you think you are, doing that? I mean, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, you've got an incredible offer that you've spent so many years developing because you've become an expert in your field. Why wouldn't you offer that to someone out there to save, the way they think, their mindset? Why wouldn't you go out there and do that? Nothing should be holding you back. So, yeah.
When I created this program, it was because I had done the things and I'd put in my time and I knew how to do it, but it didn't occur to me to turn around and teach it. And then when I went to launch it, I was so scared. And it was so interesting to me that even though I had years and years of experience, that I was so afraid, but I did it. I just,
Isn't that, that is
held
so
my breath
good.
and I did it. Yeah.
That is
And
so good.
yeah, and it's so worth it. And now I have all these people doing amazing podcasts and helping people. And I think sometimes it's really easy to get caught up in our own self. And that's why hiring a coach, getting people to work with is going to make a difference, because they can point out places where maybe you can just hire help instead of try to do it yourself. And also building that confidence of what that and we're working with mature women. We know stuff. We've done stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Laura and I are both over 45-year-old women, nearly 50 years old, we're just shy of 50. And we've been there, we've done a lot, we've been around the block. And what was so good, we couldn't have come from two so opposite sides of the world, both of us, not only in terms of landmass, but in terms of personalities. But what was so incredible about Laura is that she came from a very corporate environment. I came from a music background. Even I went to uni, but I spent my lifetime touring in a band. And she came from a very corporate environment. And what she found is that there's an interesting story. When she first started coaching, she had a client who came to her and said, you know, she was already earning $150,000 and said, look, I'm not getting paid enough. And Laura's like, okay. So she gave her all the stuff, you know, what to say in a meeting, how to ask for the pay rise and so forth. She came back a couple of weeks later and said, I'm now earning $300,000, 2 grades up for the rest of my life. What was the value in that? I'll tell you. Laura just gave this woman another 150, the tools to be able to get another $150,000. And I say that why? Because as a coach, she was charging by the hour back then, by the hour. And oh no, with this one, I think she charged, I think it was $5,000 for 10 sessions. And why not? But she just made this person $150,000, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at the value what a coach will do in your life. So if you're thinking that as a coach, you've got to charge by the hour and not move into this incredible online realm where you're creating packages for people, don't let that hold you back. That system is old. It maybe works for brick and mortar, but in the online realm, it's very different. And you've got access to clients all around the world. So with Laura's experience, she knew what she could do. I knew what I could do. We came together. She gave me this incredible system. I got from A to B so quickly, Laurie. Like it was like I had spent so long pulling out my hair, you know, and it wasn't even the chemo pulling out my hair. It was me going, no, you know, it was like, what am I doing? But it was like I was putting together this jigsaw puzzle without the picture. And that's extremely difficult. Laura comes along, she gives me the picture and I just follow it. And one thing, I was extremely, extremely coachable. When she says do this, I did that. So,
Yeah.
and I did this and I did it. And I mean, what was it? In 3 months, I made 70,000. So realistic numbers. And it was incredible. And that's how we put our business together. And we do now the same and create this incredible, fancy, high level, you know, offers for incredible coaches all around the world, you know, like yourself. You know, we have this masterclass coming up. This masterclass, people, I'd like to tell you, it is on Thursday, the 16th of May at 9:30 a.m. PST, 12:30 midday EST, and 5:30 p.m. UK time. So it's in 13 hours and 13 minutes time. Woo!
I'm so excited because when people come to the master classes, two things happen. They can walk away from it with more information. I really despise those classes where you go and you can't walk away with anything unless you know, but we are so generous and we will help you. And then also we can ask questions to the experts. And there's so many times I remember these marketing programs I would get, but you could never talk to the person. You know, they were untouchable. And and so you can't get your questions answered. And maybe you can find that maybe they have a coach or a support person, but it's like when I take a class from someone, I want that to be accessible. And that just happened to me in a master class where I spent a lot of money and it was for podcasting, but I couldn't get access to the leader. And that I just think that's really not good. So I love it that this free masterclass or VIP, if you choose to be a VIP, you get access. You can ask questions. If you're confused about what this is, you can get clarity. And you've already helped so many people. And one thing we know about coaches, how many coaches do you know, Carissa? I know so many coaches that aren't making money. And they have all this brilliance.
Yeah, and they have all the brilliance, and it's like, whoa, it's so sad. And it's like, wow, okay, so this is an incredible masterclass. Because what it really comes down to, what we've learned, Laurie, is it's just a system. Like you said before, if you don't have that system, we need a guideline. If we can follow that particular system, it works. What holds people back? They don't stay in the long run. They start and then they stop. Those ones that actually make it are the ones that are actually hanging in there and just go that little bit further, try that little extra thing, are coachable. And it's like, wow, and overnight, all of a sudden, their whole life changes. And then you're like, yeah, because you held on. You know, so
and making quick decisions. Will you tell us the story before we go about
yes, W. Clement Stone. You love that story.
I love that story.
A self-made billionaire, Wallace Clement Stone, and he had this incredible saying that he would say, and he'd make all his colleagues say. Now, he had lived in some high-rise worked in some high-rise building, and he'd say it, 100 times throughout the day, or 100 times before the elevator hit the bottom floor. Had sticky notes all around the room, and I would started doing this too. And you want to know what that phrase was? Do it now. When we were talking about simplicity before, do it now. Do it now, do it now. I got to the stage where for me to overcome my procrastination, that disease, procrastination, I would just say, no, look, I'll do it later. And then I'll just think to myself, no, do it now. And then all of a sudden it was done. It was like, yes. I'm like, whoa, why can't I just do this before? It was an incredible thing. It is so incredible. And that's what we love to teach, also. And if you do come to this masterclass, you'll be walking away with incredible, incredible stuff, incredible tools. But it's like, do it now, the simplicity. It doesn't have to be difficult. People think, you got to go to university, it's got to be really, really hard. No. Why do I say that? Because it can be easy. All you need is momentum, and you've got to start valuing your time.
Mm-hmm.
You need momentum. Don't give up. Really, really get into it. So this masterclass is going to be, and also Laurie's one of our guest speakers. Tell us about what you're going to be talking about, Laurie.
Well, just about podcasting and how to leave a legacy, and also how our content, I mean, I work in radio and I see people creating content all the time. We can use and reuse our content in so many ways. And doing a podcast, whether you actually publish it or not, is a way to leave a legacy for your family, your friends, taking your brilliance, what you know that you know that you know, speaking it out. Because you're going to go, I hate my voice. That's what everybody says. All DJs, we all say it. Get over it, and leave your legacy. Share what we're helping the person that's maybe just 2-3 years behind us. We're just paving the way. And this is a way to give and to help people and to give them a pathway if they're struggling. And it's just so incredible that we have this ability. If I would have had this when I was a single mom, been able to do a podcast, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. But it wasn't that we didn't have that technology. And it's so awesome that we can do this from home, and we can make it a huge part of our business and use it to create revenue.
That's incredible. I love that point you make. We can do this all from home. I do this from home. I was making sales when I was on holiday. It's an incredible system that you just push play. It just happens. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet. It just works for you. And that's what's so incredible. I've got a young child as well. He just turned 11. I need to spend time with him. I have my, I get treatment and stuff like that. My whole world, I've got so much time for everything because my business is just running on autopilot, and I get to serve incredible people. We work together, like we could do so much stuff together, and it's just an incredible environment, of growth. It's absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love what you do. And about loving your voice, I'm a singer, as you know, Laurie. Like when I sing, I'm cool, but I do know how people feel, because when I speak, I'm like, does that sound like me?
That's so funny.
Even if it's a singer, I had that. I'm like, does that sound like me? Oh my God, I hate my voice. So people do just get over that. It's just people don't even listen to that, and it is an incredible system that you offer. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I jokingly say it's not about you. Like
exactly right.
Love our voice, right?
Exactly right. And that's so powerful when you say that, Laurie, because at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about the results that you're going to give your client. So whatever it is that's holding you back, I mean, who here is held back because they feel like, they're not worthy, or fear of failing, fear of success, whatever those reasons are you being held back, feeling small? At the end of the day, it's not about you. Remember, as Ms. Wilder says, somebody out there, or the world out there, needs what you alone have to offer. It's not about you. It's about what you can offer, that end result for that client of yours. And the world, I mean, how many billion of people do we have on the planet? How many billion of people do we have on the planet?
Is it 8 billion now?
8 billion now. Yeah. Do you think you can't get, if you have like, a $25,000 product, you think you can't, if you want to make 100K, you think you can't get 4 clients in a year? Oh my God, come to this masterclass. It will blow your minds. It is.
Do it now.
Do it now. Just like, Dummy Clement Stone says, do it now. You've got nothing to lose. It's absolutely brilliant. It's www.offeraccelerator.com. Sorry, offeracceleratorlive.com/Laurie. So it's www.offeracceleratorlive.com/Laurie. And it's this Thursday, so it's 13 hours exactly away. Thursday, 16th of May at 9:30 a.m. PST, 12:30 midday EST, and 5:30 p.m. UK time. So if you're a coach who wants to scale and accelerate your business fast and go from Struggleville to elegant high ticket offers that convert premium clients and 5x your business, visit www.offeracceleratorlive.com/Laurie if you're wanting to get a VIP ticket. You rock. We'll see you there. Laurie, it has been awesome again, and I will see you later for this masterclass.
And it's
Mwah.
going to be fun. Business
It's
is
going to be fun. At the end of the day, it's about fun. So it's
Yes.
going to be awesome. See you then, love. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.